Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
You can depend on your teacher.
True, true, true. What do you think this is, Cody? We won't get it, but I want to know where your head goes. What do you think?
Van Halen.
I mean, I guess Van Halen could have done this song. This is a guy named Donnie Iris. Love is Like a Rock. This is a 40-year-old song. My Pittsburgh bureau chiefs were blowing me up. Donnie Iris, every area's got like their own rock stars, right? Cleveland had Michael Stanley. Pittsburgh had a couple. They got Joe Grishecki and the Haas Rockers. They also got Donnie Iris. Donnie Iris is 80 years old today. 80. This is a guy who never got fat, never stopped coloring his hair. If you're unfamiliar with Donnie Iris, it's like if Eugene Levy became a rock star. That's the vibe on Donnie Iris. But that's all you want, is you want a couple of hits, and you want to be able to keep doing what you're doing, have people love you when you're 80. People are going to love Poundcake when he's 80, right? If he lives that long, he'll be having a dirty 80 birthday party. Think about that.
I'm going to be a dirty old man.
I hope.
I'm going to be a dirty
His
old
80,
man.
I hope. His what?
Hades and 80s.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I only want male nurses to wash me.
Give you sponge baths.
So like, I don't want to go into room 14. There's old radio personalities on there. He's pervy.
Old radio personality.
I don't even know what
you will have been
radio is by then.
Yeah, you will have been off the air for like 45 years.
He used to do radio back in the day. He used to call him Poundcake, and boy, he is something.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's all anybody wants to be, is something. Right? Down the road, they go, that guy's something.
Every time I walk into the room, he always says, afternoon, white people. I think he's trying to relive the glory days.
He's got dementia. This guy thinks he's still on the radio back there. And they go, what's radio? And they go, it was this dumb thing
What if there's
years ago.
a show on in 50 years where they're doing bits the way we do with like the Get Down, but there's someone doing the Poundcake character stuff, so
I'm like, that's
he's
me.
Doing,
I
he's
was
doing a
first.
sports break. He's saying afternoon white people, like just doing all
completely
this stuff.
jacks my style.
No, he's doing like a tribute / parody of it.
What if I end up in
Tribute / parody, yeah.
What if I end up in the Radio Hall of Fame for Cleveland? Do they have a Cleveland Radio Hall of Fame, or is it all out of Chicago?
I think they have a Cleveland Broadcaster Hall of Fame.
I
right?
think there's, there's a Cleveland Association of Broadcasters. Yeah, there's probably an Ohio Broadcasting Hall of Fame. The National Radio Hall of Fame is out of Chicago. It's
right?
some guy's basement, I think.
The CAB? What a coincidence. Those are my initials, too.
Yeah.
You're a shoo-in now.
Yeah, look at that. Oh God, speaking of bits, I wanted to do. Alan, you were kind of dogging on the monotone AI voices. I was talking yesterday or the day before about, I think it was yesterday, we were talking about the radio AI that's coming down the pipe.
Yeah, it's yesterday.
For like people who are just DJs, right? But it's going to get to the point where they'll easily be able to replace me with the Snarkbot 5000 or whatever. You guys were kind of dogging on the AI voices that were showcased, and they're pretty bad, but the technology itself is ahead of where people think it is. And there are a couple of services, I've heard about this too, where just a few minutes of somebody's isolated voice and they can perfectly copy them and sound believably human. And so this person emailed me and they go, I attached 2 clips. I trained it on a couple of minutes of your voice and then made the dialogue. And I wrote them back. I'm like, is this supposed to be me? And I didn't hear a follow-up on that because it doesn't really sound like me, I don't think.
I think it's supposed to be your dialogue, but I don't think it's supposed to sound like you. But let's hear it.
Yeah.
After the break, we got 2 tickets to see The Second Coming of Hitler. That's Reich, folks. 4th caller gets 2 free tickets to The Second Coming of the Fuhrer. Coming at you right after this quick break. Don't go anywhere.
Did they just put in stuff? when we're
Radio
coming back?
Sandusky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Second clip, I added some stutters and used caps to make it emphasize certain words, and you can mask how artificial it sounds. It's scary how good these are getting. Yeah, there are a lot of articles, too. However remedial AI might currently be, it'll be leaps and bounds in a very short period of time, you know? And that's what they have to contend with now is like people being accused of saying things they didn't say.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's like Joe Rogan audio deepfakes online or Joe Biden audio deepfakes. Probably other people not named Joe.
There was a Joe Rogan and who's the little guy with the dry wife?
Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, Ben
Can't get his
Shapiro.
wife wet. you know.
Yeah. They were going back and forth, and oh god, it was really funny. And it was I can't remember what the topic was, but it was like something absolutely like ridiculous and silly, but had both of their positions on it firmly within their persona.
Yeah.
Oh god, what was it?
But that's what they're doing. And so you, whether it's video deep fakes, which is going to be a nightmare when it comes to things like politics and campaigning. And I mean, you know, think about dirty tricks and then think about it in the arena of AI. Nobody's going to know what to believe anymore.
It's Ben Shapiro and Joe Rogan talking about getting ratatouilleed. So Joe Rogan's like, I want to get ratatouilleed. And Ben Shapiro's like, how can you ratatouille someone? You can't ratatouille somebody. You're talking about food. Food is not what's happening there. You can't make that into a verb. And it's absolutely ridiculous, but hilarious.
Well, here's the other clip the other guy sent me.
Well, it seems to be that all you see anymore, it's all violence and movies and sex on TV. Where are those good old-fashioned values that we used to rely on? Where are they? Luckily, though, I have the answer. There's a Family Guy, a man who absolutely can do all the things that make us laugh or cry.
So he's just using the Family Guy theme song there.
So is that true?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's pretty wild. The quantum leaps that this is going to be taking. You just sent me this?
Yeah. And I think it's clean. I don't think he...
I just think I would love to get ratatouilleed.
Ratatouille?
Like have a little guy up there,
Excuse me?
you know, making me cook delicious meals.
No, I understand. I've seen the film.
You wouldn't want that?
I-
A little guy pulling your hair, making you cook?
It's a
This isn't just taking clips of each of them and interspersing them to make it sound funny. This is an AI thing.
I don't exactly know, but it does make me happy.
His voice sounds a bit off.
Yeah.
Shapiro's voice.
And I don't know if they would have this much ratatouille stuff that sounds... So I think it is AI.
Somebody else sent me, where's the other thing here? Somebody else sent me an actual script. I gave you yours, Poundcake.
You did.
Yeah. Oh, the Alan Cox Show brought to you by ChatGPT. Bill, here's your script.
Okay, thank you.
Printed these out for you. And we'll do a little AI ACS here. There you go. So somebody writes me and they go, hey, I was listening to you guys talk about AI, so on a lark, I asked ChatGPT to write a segment of your show. I think your job is safe for now. This is from AJ from Macedonia. You know, every time I've gone on that ChatGPT, it says that you can't get on, like it's crashing the server or whatever. So I have yet to dick around with that at all. So this person, AJ out in Macedonia, asked ChatGPT to write a segment of this show. Me, Bill, Poundcake. So we're just going to read the script as the AI wrote it.
All right.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm very excited about this.
Welcome back to the Alan Cox Show. We've got a lot to get to today, but first let me introduce my co-hosts. Say hello to Bill Squire and Poundcake.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, everybody.
All right, let's jump right into it. Bill, I heard you went to a really interesting party over the weekend.
Yeah, it was wild. There was a guy there who had a pet snake, and he was letting people hold it and take pictures with it.
Oh, hell no. I wouldn't touch that thing.
Yeah, snakes aren't really my thing either, but what else happened at the party?
Well, there was also this guy who was really into conspiracy theories. He was going on and on about how the moon landing was fake.
Oh, God, not one of those guys.
Did you engage with him at all, Bill?
A little bit, but it was clear he wasn't going to be swayed by anything I said. I just let him do his thing.
Well, that's probably for the best. You never know what you're going to get into when you start arguing with conspiracy theorists.
Speaking of arguments, did you guys see the video of the guy that got into a fight with the McDonald's employee over a missing chicken nugget?
Oh, yeah, that was insane.
What kind of person gets upset over a chicken nugget?
I don't know, but I hope they catch the guy and throw him in jail.
All right, we've got a lot more to get to today, including some big news out of Washington. But first, let's take a quick break and hear from our sponsors. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. There you go. That's what ChatGPT cranked out, courtesy of AJ out there in Macedonia.
He didn't write this last part. Caution, this message originated from outside the company. Please take all precautions when
I don't
opening
think so.
attachments or links.
There you go, a little AI for you. Okay, well,
AIACS.
Yeah,
I like it.
very exciting. Well,
I did go to a party with a snake this weekend, so that's crazy.
you went to a party with
No,
a snake?
I-
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
That would have been the perfect
That'd been crazy.
little dovetail. It would have been crazy. I was at a party. Poundcake went to a party where a guy was letting everybody touch his snake.
That's the only parties I attend.
The only parties. He goes, will there be a snake on site? And they go, yes.
As long as there's no anteater, I'm good.
Well, it'll be one thing that AI radio hosts won't have to worry about is getting called out. Hello? Is getting called out for... I'm not even sure how to set this up, but I love it, and I want to play it for you. You know who Michael B. Jordan is?
Yes.
Yes, I
Right?
do.
Michael B. Jordan, he's been an actor for a long time. He was an actor as a kid, and he has done this third Creed movie. And he was in Black Panther.
He was Killmonger in Black Panther. He got his start on Friday Night Lights.
There you go.
It's been in a ton
Was he
of things.
paralyzed in Friday Night Lights, or was that somebody
No,
else? It was-
You're thinking of Drake on Degrassi.
No, I'm not thinking of that. There was a paralyzed guy in Friday Night Lights, right?
I don't remember.
I thought Taylor Kitsch or one of those guys was paralyzed.
He-
Anywho.
He may have had like a seat, but I think maybe he got paralyzed in the later seasons. I don't remember.
Michael B. Jordan, which, by the way, I watched weekend before this last. I finally watched Wakanda Forever.
What'd you think?
I got a little teary.
Yeah. It's got some-
Yeah, those Marvel movies, boy. I go, Jesus, this thing's like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, like almost 3 hours long. You're like halfway through the movie and things haven't even gotten going yet. But I liked it, right? Anyway, so Michael B. Jordan is doing a red carpet for Creed 3, which is out. And the girl who interviews him starts telling him how they go way back from school. And he goes, oh, I remember you used to make fun of me. And then she tries to backtrack, even though she was on a podcast bragging about how apparently somebody pointed him to the podcast. So she had been on a podcast bragging about how corny he was as a kid because he brought his headshot to school and they all mocked him. And so on the red carpet, she tries to play it off like they're
Like it was all in good
they're
fun,
friends.
or-
Yeah. And he's
How
like,
great you
nah,
turned
I
out.
And
remember.
he's like, no, you're not gonna back out of this
oh,
one.
God, it's so, you
But
got
I
to.
mean, let's be honest. Bringing a headshot to school, that you're gonna get made fun of for that.
True. Yeah, what are there, scouts in the parking lot? I mean,
Right.
whatever, but it was funny.
You know, we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
The corny kid, right?
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure. No, you did not hear me say I said we used to make fun of the name. But yeah, he is obviously killing things out here.
Why not just own
How
it? Just be like, yeah,
uncomfortable.
you were a corny kid. It's okay.
How uncomfortable. Yeah, because now he's out there. He's like, yeah, I'm Michael B. Jordan. He's like, I remember. Yeah, you used to make fun of me all the time. No, that wasn't me. Yeah, it was.
I feel like that is.
I remember you.
I feel like that is a corny move now, though. Like to do that, to like put her on blast like that.
Oh,
He
so
did-
you're saying he's being corny here?
I think that is a corny move. Yeah.
He didn't put her on blast. She's trying to play it off like they're old friends,
Yes,
and he's
but
like,
she's-
no, you made fun of me in school.
Yeah,
I
but
do the same thing.
but what's the point
now you're an entertainment reporter, and you're trying to like.
But it seems like you're punching down. You're Michael B. Jordan now.
It's not punching down. No, it's not punching down. He talked to her, but it's like,
But you had to get it in there. Like, you wanted to make it a
Yes.
point to, like, you
What's he
made fun of
supposed?
me.
What's he supposed to do? She's like, "Oh, we go way back." He's like, "Yeah, you used to make fun of me
But
all
she
the time."
knows the deal. She knows she probably made fun of him. But what would be the point of pointing that out? It feels like he wants
She's
people
trying to act
feel
like
sorry
she
for-
didn't.
She went on a podcast and was talking about how they used to mercilessly mock him in school, and then he gets in front of her, and she's like, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like, "Yeah, I remember. I heard."
I
No,
got no problem
I
with that.
didn't.
Well,
Yeah,
let the
you did.
internet, but I'm saying let the internet call her out. Let the internet call her a fake. Like, you can walk away and be like, "Listen, I was helping her out." Like,
You wouldn't call someone out. This is a little bit triggering for me because I remember when I got back home to Chicago, and every
Trigger warning.
These trigger warning.
Sometimes he talks about Chicago.
These people who like beat me up in school were like hitting me. "Hey man, hey, it's so cool. You're back on the air. Hey man, we should hang out." I'm like, "No."
yeah, but that's.
And then they would be like,
personally.
"Oh, you think you're?" I'm like, "No,
Just live my life.
living my life, bro.
Yeah, but you don't
Haven't talked to you in 20 years. Now all of a sudden you think I'm some cool dude, and you're trying to sidle up next to me."
But you don't have to reply to that though. Like, it
I did.
why?
Why not?
Okay.
Said nope. What am I gonna run away?
No, you don't have to
Scurry
run-
away.
But so they would meet you up in public, or they would see you at a bar or something, and they would walk up to you.
No, it was like on Facebook and stuff. but
Yeah. Why,
Nobody
why
ever
would you
has the
take time
balls.
to reply.
Nobody ever has the balls to come up to you in public.
There's plenty of people that have hit me up, and they're like, "Hey, man," like, blah, blah. I don't even reply. And matter of fact, I don't even block them or anything. I open the message, and it has a little dot where it says, it shows my picture where I read it, and then I just don't reply.
Yeah, but do you remember them?
Sure. Oberlin was
Yeah.
a very small town. It was hard not to remember people, but I didn't interact with people really that much from
Well, you're a better person than I am.
high
Okay.
school because I went to a vocational high school.
This is why he's fit to be a judge.
Mm-hmm.
This is why he should. That's why Cody of Honor is.
I can't wait till he's off the show for like a week, and then I see him in public and be like, "How did I know you?
You look really, really
Where
familiar.
are you from?"
God, I know you.
I think I just saw you at the cafe at the old building that we worked at.
Were these people who beat you up in school?
No, actually.
Yeah, these were people who beat me up in school, and now they're trying to be my boy, and then like putting me on blast on social media about how I'm an a-hole, and I think and I'm like, dude.
Well, the people that beat me up in school, they're pretty consistent. They do not care that I'm on the radio, and they still don't want to be my friend. They probably still want to beat me up. So that has not changed. There's people that I didn't talk to that I had like no relationships with. They just knew who I was.
I
because
think
our school
anybody
was
who
small.
I think anybody you know. I'm not talking about strangers. I don't reply to strangers. I don't know who you are. I don't care.
Yes, but do you know a
But-
bully? Like they know who you are, but you're not friends with them.
No, these are people I went to school with. People who were like beating me up in middle school. Who were like, "Hey, bro." I'm not your bro. I remember you. I remember you. Yes.
I just find it.
We don't have that kind of, that's not, what did you think was going to come out of this?
I don't know, man. I just find it really exhausting. If I got angry and confronted everyone who called me gay in high school, I wouldn't have any relationships.
I'm
back
not
in
saying you
school.
should.
So
You can
it's
post
just-
it. You can post and ghost. I'm just saying for that particular situation for me, these were people who had no interaction with me whatsoever until I got a job back home. I had already been in a number of cities before then. These weren't people who were following me or but then it was in all the local press that I was on the radio station. It was and so they were like, "Hey man."
You're the equivalent to a Tinder person, a person they match with on Tinder, and then they're like, "You want to go out to dinner?" Like, "No thanks." They're like, "Whore." So
Kinda.
They literally call you a whore after
Yeah,
they want to
kinda.
get a beer with you.
Oh, you think? No, I don't think anything. Don't think anything. But I'm a decade into my career. I don't. Like one dude's like selling advertising for the Yellow Pages or something. I'm like, bro, what do you possibly think we would have in common? Honestly, no. So it was one reply, thanks, but no. And then, yeah, of course, if it's somebody I knew who blows me up, If somebody I don't know, I don't care.
I was like, yeah, I can't tell you how to feel. I wouldn't even give it a reply. Why?
Oh, you're a better person than I
I
am.
wouldn't give it a reply. It's not worth my time.
Well, I guess he's a better person than I am.
I found out one of my bullies had an OnlyFans, and I did subscribe, so they got me again.
This guy beat me up. Now I'm going to beat myself up. Looking at his OnlyFans.
I was like, damn it. This, like, that's how you could tell.
He does like to taste the hate, doesn't he?
I was going to say,
he
like,
does, really.
anybody that bullies me that doesn't have my, I don't know. They just don't have good intentions at heart. That's my type of
I
guy.
guess I'm not as self-loathing as you are.
That's not self-loathing.
A guy who beats you up and you subscribe, you pay him money to watch him jerk it or whatever?
Well, he's doing other stuff too, but yeah.
Well, okay. Listen, it's your money.
Well, because I feel like, we're past that.
Past
We're
what?
adults now.
Okay.
I can support. Like,
Does that? But wouldn't that person know you were subscribing?
I don't have my name on there. It's just like a username.
Well, whatever. It's your money.
I'm just saying I'm extending an olive branch, but I don't want you to talk to me. But I'll support you though.
Yeah.
Providing
Well,
service.
it resembles an olive branch. An olive branch. Well, good for you. Poundcake's he's our little Christ-like figure around here. Okay, I've got to take a break. I will have Brit Floyd tickets for you, celebrating 50 years of the Wall. The premier Pink Floyd tribute band is coming back to Cleveland, so we'll hook that up. 35192. Want to send a text, and we'll be back.
It's the Alan Cox Show. Everywhere on our free iHeartRadio app.